Gonna check in here at the Boulders in Scottsdale, Arizona. Staycation special. Big question as always, who's getting hustled? Come along for the ride and find out. So just went through security at the Boulders, a little high security. You gotta give them your name, and they got a little placard for you to go, and they tell you drive a mile, go to the bellman, check in, and there you have it. So long drive from the security guard house to the hotel. I just passed the spa as well, so it doesn't look like the spa is part of the main hotel. So we'll see if we can get a tour of that for you, right? I can say one thing, that this is the type of place, if you're coming here by rideshare, it would be rough. You do need your own car, or you need a rental car to get out here to the hotel at the Boulders. One of the nice things is they do have Hilton members reserve parking for Diamond. Nice feature, appreciate that. I literally thought this rabbit was dead, but he's alive. He's just, he was just enjoying the view out here by the life-size chess pieces. So how cute is that? So I did not get the chairman's suite or the CEO's suite or the presidential suite, but I did get an upgrade over here in a sort of Sonoran casita. I am in room 333. It's on the top level. Excited to show you this room. As always, big question is who's getting hustled? I did get a ride out here in the golf cart, and the guy, Josh, was nice enough to carry my bag up the stairs, which I truly, truly appreciated. Now I got the sun coming in here, so it's not the best angle ever. Excited to show you the room. Let's get started. Right behind the door, we have the mini bar. Very rustic sort of feel here. Very Southwestern motif. Gotta love that. Got a couple of coffee cups, water glasses, wine glasses. You know me, love my ice bucket. Got a corkscrew, wine opener, bottle opener, which is great. Got a Keurig. Got some teas and coffees for you. And it looks like we have a wet bar going there as well. I will turn that water off. Let's see what they have underneath here. We got anything under there. Got some shelving space, a little dark. We got a fridge here, which is great. And they got me loaded up on water, which is really nice. So you're not going to get dehydrated out here in the desert. Boulders is a golf resort, so I think this little seating area right here is designed so maybe you come in from the golf day, you can, take off your golf shoes and just sort of sit for a minute before you go into the rest of the room. So if that is the thinking behind it, that is very nice, very spacious. Since it is 8,000 degrees here in Phoenix, I don't think I'll be using this fireplace, but this is an actual wood-burning fireplace. You do not see that very often, so let's check that out. How cool is that? I don't know if you have to bring your own logs or not, but they have a fire poker, so if you come here in the wintertime, be ready for business. Great size TV for this room. Looks like it's wall mounted. Right as soon as I say that, I'll rip it off the wall. But multi-directional, which is great. In the name of conservation, they only burn something called enviro logs, and they tell you how to burn those. Not sure where you get them, but it's nice. You can still enjoy sort of an old school fireplace while being conscientious of the environment. So very nice touch. So as you come in that front door, you can, they got 2 seating chairs. So let's try out one of these chairs. Oftentimes in these places, the chairs look nice, but they're not too comfy. Oh, this is actually relaxing. I could sit here and watch some TV or get some work done. Really nice, comfy chairs, sort of like the lazy boy at home. In between those chairs, they do have the 2 more complimentary waters and some and the remote control. And it looks like it does have all your streaming apps as well. Good little workspace as you come in. So if I need to get anything done, can use this. It's not facing the window, but I guess sort of where else would you put it, but very generous and spacious size. And if you need that hardwire port, they got it. Very nice. On either side of the bed, we have a nightstand. So over here, we got an alarm clock. Looks like we got a wireless charging station, which is really nice. So we got that Southwestern rug going on here. Same thing on the other side. Looks like we have a house phone, and they do say that if you want that, sort of the golf cart service bellman to come and pick you up, just dial, number 2 and wait 5 minutes, and they will be here. A very nice bedroom area. I'm not sure what these little cubby holes are designed for, but it might be something from a different day, but they have one on either side of the bed. And this one, they just have a power outlet. Not sure if it served a different function at some point in the room's history. We will get to that view in just a minute. Good size bathroom. I don't know if you can see that or if this camera captures it all, but it is really good size. They got a tub. So excited, they have a bathtub. Not sure what size person it was made for. But believe it or not, I did bring a bath bomb, so we're gonna see if I take a bath later. We're gonna see if I fit in there. It looks like I have a very small tub. I might have to do it just to let you know if I fit or not. One of the things I always mention is double vanity. So this is really nice. We got 2 vanities going on here, which I love. Just a lot of space to spread out. So nicely done on that. Got the makeup mirror, which is always nice because you know me, gotta look pretty. And then just a really good size mirror with nice lighting around the bathroom. I know these rugs look a little funny. They look like sort of like they came from like the Fred Flintstone area. They're cute, but not sure if they go completely with the motif of this little suite. Let's see what kind of hair dryer they got. They got the Conair 1875, a popular choice of hotels. Check out the shower. I will test the water pressure later, guarantee you that. Sort of got the old stone pebbles going on. One of the things I really appreciate is that it is a closing door. It's not one of those pony walls, so gotta completely respect that because on a lot of modern hotels, for whatever reason, doesn't seem like they have that, the full closing door. Got that Lockwood from New York with a shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Nice. Looks like a nice shower hub. Little rainfall effect going on there. We'll see how that is. And I love the stone. Just has a very nice feel. One of my favorite things in the world is to have a toilet separate from the bathroom area, which this does. So truly appreciate that. A couple towel hangers here. An iron and ironing board in case you bring anything that needs to be done. And oh, wait for it. They got robes. They got 2 of them, sort of that quilted pattern, which is branded. I will try that on later. So always appreciative of a robe. And then you can see I put my luggage on the luggage rack already, but a very good size walk-in closet. One of the features I love about a hotel is a full-length mirror, which they have here. So truly appreciate that. They got a lot going on here, a lot of things done right. Let's go explore this view. Nice little patio here. Looks like we could get some rain tonight in Arizona. Got a view of the golf course here. Gotta love those southwestern vistas. Just really peaceful out here. Like I said, the Boulders seems to be a big golf club community. Does not look like there's anybody out golfing today, but who can blame you in 105, 107 degree heat. I don't know if that's one of the presidential suites down there or not, but it looks like they got their own outdoor wood-burning fireplace. According to the Bellman, the Boulders was built in 1984, so what does that make it? Like a 42-year-old property? Not sure if it's undergone renovations or revisions since then, and you can tell it feels just a little dated, but it's not dirty or unclean. It just feels like it was built for a different time, but it sort of actually works. It's very charming with its southwestern motif. The Boulders is so large, they do give you a map, which is appreciated. You do check in at the lodge, and then I am staying, I believe, in the South Casitas down here. So after I checked in, a bellman did drive me to my car where I had self-parked, and then drove me to my villa, or my casita, which is very nice. And as I showed you before when I came in, the spa is way up there, so it looks like you'd either have to get a golf cart ride up there or drive yourself. So tennis center past that on the way in too. So yeah, very big area here. So as of the time that I'm filming this, it's currently ranked 23rd out of 95 hotels on TripAdvisor. So let me know in the comments what you think. Should it be ranked higher, lower? Have you stayed here? What are your thoughts? Backside of the map, they tell you all their dining options, which are a lot. They got in-room dining, the grill, the deck, bogeys, probably a golf place, Palo Verde, the resort pool, spa cafe, spotted donkey cantina. So just a lot going on. And then they have a QR code for each, as everybody does these days, right? Let's go take a little walk and explore the hotel grounds. So this is the view from my patio. Looks like the sun's gonna go down shortly. And yeah, just a little, very nice little courtyard area we got here. View of the boulders, hence the name the Boulders, right? Oh, if we go down this way, we'll see what we got. I think we're gonna come out on the back side of the little chess area where I was when I checked in, and I saw the rabbit that I didn't think was alive. Oh, a lot of bunny rabbits out there right now. There you go. It is Bunny Rabbit Central here at the Boulders. My God, these things are cute. They're not scared either. Cute little things. Nature, wildlife, right here at the Boulders. See a couple moments to get your bearings on things. So that's sort of the lodge where you check in. I parked down to the left and I walked back, and I didn't realize that my room was so close. I could have walked right behind this chest thingy, and then my room is over there to the left, about 50 feet away. So too funny. It makes it look much bigger than it is. Look, a lot of people are really dressed up for dinner here in the desert. Not sure exactly where they're going, if they're staying or going to a party, but I am woefully underdressed. So they got some cute little tables out here. Not sure which restaurant this is, but very nice, very peaceful, very serene feeling out here. Sitting areas here. They got the golf carts if you need the little shuttle service to and fro. So now I see why they call this place the Boulders. Even living in Arizona, I never really see this many boulders in one place. So very unique indeed. If you want to get your steps in, this would certainly be a hotel on property to do it in. Not sure exactly what this is. El Pedregal Tohono Center Spotted Donkey. It might not be in business anymore. We'll see. Don't know what the Spotted Donkey is. So I think this Spotted Donkey is a restaurant. So they got a little area down here. Like a couple shops. Interesting. Really large space here indeed. Seems like it's one of those things, like it's sort of seen a better day, but there's some signs of life here. Gallery. The restaurant. There you go. There is a restaurant here. I don't know how you'd find this place, so bizarre. A very nice patio and view. This place is funny. So I guess this is a restaurant called the Spotted Donkey, but I'm not sure how you'd exactly find this place. I honestly thought this place sort of looked closed down, but there's some people in the restaurant, so I don't know if you can get here off the main road or if you have to go through the hotel. I'll try to discover and let you know in my wrap up. There it is, the spotted donkey, my friend, the spotted donkey. I finally spotted it. Very unique, a unique space, to say the least. So I came at this place from the backside, from the hotel. I think you can get here off Scottsdale Road 2, which is sort of one of the main drags. It looks like it was like a Southwestern style shopping center that was built in like the 80s, and maybe it's connected to the hotel, maybe isn't. Very interesting. Going on the lower level of this place, spooky down here, right? Haunted, or maybe it's haunted, but not like Luxor haunted, right? If you saw that video, it really wasn't haunted, and I don't think this place is either. To be a bakery in there. Yeah, whatever this place was, it's seen a better day. A little waterfall action going on here. Wine and dog, an endless love affair. So I just ran into some people in sort of that courtyard, and they said 25 years ago this was a really happening place. And then they visited probably like 2 years after that, said it was a little on the decline. 5 years ago there were absolutely no shops there except for the one restaurant. And then so they were surprised to see an art gallery in that shop I showed you. So yeah, just a day has passed on that little mall. Not sure what Promise Rock is, but gonna take a little walk up there and find out. There's some bunnies enjoying Promise Rock. Oh, there you go. What a cute little area this is. Maybe they rent this out for private little parties or something, but very peaceful, especially with the light coming over the top and the waterfall there. Well done. Not a climber, but it looks like maybe that's a little cable for climbing up on this rock. Not too sure. I'm not going to give it a try myself, but got some more cables up there, and yeah, just a nice place to walk up to right on the hotel property. Beautiful, serene setting. If you're a golfer, this would be an amazing place to stay. You can literally see the course and some of these little casitas with patio views here. Looks like they maintain this course really well. I wonder what the summer greens fees are. I'll try to find out and let you know. It's actually my room over there on the second story, if you can see that. So I'm just sort of across the pond of reclaimed water, looking out over the golf course, which is very serene. Yeah, this is summer in Phoenix. There is no one here. So I got a nice pool area here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can do some laps here. And in case you're wondering what's going on, there's a private party in the bar. So hopefully I can get some bar shots in the morning. But they're having like a red carpet event as well. All right, gonna follow this up to Sunset Point. They got it all laid out for you here at the Boulders. I feel like I'm in Scotland again. The steps, elevation, just keep going up and up and up, and see how far we go. This resort is really well thought out. They've thought of a lot of different things, like having the bench on the Sunset Point, to just the little trails, the Promise Rock I was at before. Very nice touches here, and I don't know if it feels peaceful and serene because I'm here in the middle of summer in Phoenix. If it would be this nice if you're here at like peak tourist season, you never know, but it is very peaceful out here, whether there's people or not, because can you hear all that whooping and hollering in the background? Those people, they're having a good time. So depending on how you want to look at it, you could look at the location. This hotel is a good thing or a bad thing. You're on the very sort of northern edge of Scottsdale, so it's very quiet, it's very peaceful up here, but you really do need a car, or you need a rental car for sure. It's not like heart of Scottsdale like some of the other hotels I've done, like, Caesars Republic or the Remy or the W or anything like that, where you can just walk to bars and restaurants in Scottsdale. Not really the case here, so completely different experience. Great hotel, just depends what you're looking for in location. Also, if you are staying up this far north in Phoenix and you want to get out of a hotel like this, the towns of Carefree and Cave Creek are really cute little towns with cute bars and restaurants. Sort of not the same as Old Town Scottsdale, but that's all right. They have their different sort of small town feel and vibe, and very nice places to go and visit. One of the interesting things about a property like this and sort of their ranking in hotel reviews is when it's a large property like this and they have a golf course and they have a pool and they have a spa, which I haven't shown yet, but hopefully I will soon, is how do you maintain all this in a good manner? Because there's so many, this place covers like 14 acres, so there's sort of a lot of ground to cover. So I think sometimes when people leave reviews, they can get really nitpicky, and it's much easier to just sort of run a standalone hotel and have everything go excellent here. But to do excellence on a level here, I think is a different story. So I commend them on having such a big property and all that they do here to keep it as well maintained and as nice as it is. And I did learn a little more about that space that I showed you earlier that looked like it had seen a better day. And truly I had. Somebody else said the hotel bought it a couple years back, and they used sort of the bottom level as like a meeting center for bigger events up to, 250 to 500 people. And the rest they just use as storage. And they've rented out a couple of the stores, and that Mexican restaurant, the Spotted Donkey, is still going. So that's the story on that. It was an absolutely beautiful Arizona sunset. On my way down, stopped to look at the hot tub. Nice to have it, but looked like it might be a little small if the hotel was at full capacity. They did have a lot of chaise lounges and a couple cabanas around the pool. Not sure if you had to reserve or rent those. They also had the pool pavilion where you can get food every day from 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. It also has bathrooms and showers. And then there was the red carpet area where you may have heard my raucous friends before. From there, headed back into the Discovery Lounge and Bar, which is very much intertwined with the main lobby. Has a very casual atmosphere and is decorated in a strong Southwestern motif. The style may feel a little traditional, but it still retains plenty of warmth and charm. There's also a small gift shop just off the lobby, and the resort seems very generous when it comes to providing complimentary water. But if you were looking for a soft drink, some snacks, or a little Boulders branded swag, this would be the place to pick it up. They got ice cream, and they got an ATM machine as well. Then it was back to the Discovery Lounge, where I plan to order some food and make the most of my resort credit. The menu on the left is for the Palo Verde, the resort's fine dining restaurant, while the menu on the right is the more casual Discovery Lounge bar menu, which was pretty pricey as well. So when I do a local hustle, I do bring my own placemat. I do get a food and beverage credit, so I ordered a chicken pesto pizza. So we'll see how this is. Oh wow, good size pizza. Very impressed. Thought it'd be a little smaller. I'll let you know how it tastes in just a moment. You know me, I do love my Trader Joe's, so I did have to stop by Trader Joe's on the way here, and I just didn't want to pay hotel prices, so got a cold one called a Toasty Amber Lager. Let's see how that is, my friends. Let's see how it is. So when I do a local hotel hustle, gotta come prepared. Get my own beer, or my own silverware, and actually some paper towels. Luckily they have a glass. I did get the pizza out of the bar, and funnily enough, they didn't give me any utensils or napkins, and that's okay. So pizza was very hot, so let's crack the beer, have a sip, see how that pizza is, and go from there. Cheers to another good hustle. Not a bad beer. Trader Joe's delivers. All right, let's have some pizza and see how this is. That's a really good pizza. Very thick crust, cheesy. Taste the pesto, taste the chicken. Nice amount of, I think, basil on top. Very impressed. Not sure it's a $26 pizza after tax and tip. It's a $33 pizza. So keep you posted. So if you want some real comedy for the day, I do wear reading glasses, and my first pair broke before when I was going to go out and film the grounds of the hotel. So I'm like, all right, I was a Boy Scout. I'm prepared. I always carry a spare. What happened when I'm at the bar ordering the food? The second one breaks. So I'm getting hustled on this one by whoever I bought those reading glasses from. So today's been a day for a variety of reasons. Went to log onto my computer just to do some work, check some emails. It says no Wi-Fi networks available. I'm like, really? Can that be possible? So we'll call the front desk and they're like, yes, the Wi-Fi is currently down for the guests. We have IT working on it. Sorry about that. So no Wi-Fi for you. It seemed like the food prices were a little on the high side here to begin with, but if you want to get room service here, it is a 20% service charge, $4 delivery charge, and 8% applicable taxes. So whatever you get, add on 28% plus $4. So that could add up pretty quickly, my friends, pretty quickly. Before turning in for the night, I went for a quick stroll through the resort grounds. Everything looked beautiful after dark, especially with the moon shining over the desert landscape. Very peaceful. Then it was back to the room to drop in my bath bomb, enjoy that tub, and unwind after a day of hustling the boulders. Don't you know me? I am grateful to have a bathtub throw one of my bath bombs in there. Life is good. This bathtub is a little short, can't straighten my legs. The other thing is, they don't have any amenities in the bathtub. Like if I wanted to use the shampoo or conditioner, I'd have to go outside to the shower and get those. So just things that make you go, Other than that, glad to have a bath. The heat was great. The pressure was just okay. And a lot of Arizona hotels, they have hard water buildup, which does, I think, inhibit that pressure. All right, let's see how these slippers are. Look at this little branded bag, and the slippers are branded as well. Now let's see how they do. I'm gonna kick that one under the bed. Oh, very nice and cushy. It was an amazing day of hotel hustling. Gonna call it a night, and I'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning. Well, I slept really well in the bed, very nice, very comfy. Although about 6 a.m. there were some really loud noises. I honestly thought like someone was knocking on the door for housekeeping, but that wasn't it. Then I was like, can it be a woodpecker? Don't know if it was that or not. Or like I said, I think there's an air conditioning unit located close to this room, and it just sounded like maybe the AC shut off and it was sort of knocking or running on. So that went on for a little while. Woke me up, fell back asleep for a couple minutes, but now I think I'm gonna get up and seize the day. Carpe diem, my friends, carpe diem. Let's start by seeing what it looks like here in the morning. Open the sliding doors. Oh, bright and sunny. You can literally feel the heat coming in through the glass already, and it's only like 6:45 in the morning. I'm not sure how that is showing up since I'm filming directly into the sun. Just as pretty as it was last night. Doesn't look like there's any golfers on. Maybe they're closed for the season. Not sure. It's a very Very peaceful here. Maybe grab a cup of coffee in a second. I always seem to be technically challenged by coffee machines, so we'll see how I do this morning. Got the water in, I think. Now we're gonna go with the Founder's Roast. Brew! Brew it, baby, brew it! Let's see if it all works. Modern, a marvel of technological achievement. A brewed cup of coffee. The old days, we had to wait for a whole pot of coffee to brew before you could have a cup. Now we gotta wait for just one cup to brew, and we still think that's a long time, right? But here we have it, the completed product. Woohoo! Trying to enjoy a little coffee on the patio. Nice to get out here before it gets really, really hot, which it'll do probably in like half an hour to 45 minutes. It might be up over 90 or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's gonna be a hot day out here in the desert, but enjoying it while I can. All right, enjoyed the sun as long as I could, and now if I don't put some sunscreen on, I'm gonna burn to a crisp out here, so I'm gonna go in and enjoy the rest of my coffee in there. So let's talk about the location of the Boulders Hotel. From Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, it is a 40-minute drive, pretty much due north. So you could do it by rideshare, but better if you have a rental car or your own car. From downtown Scottsdale, it is a 36-minute drive. From the town of Carefree, it's a 7-minute drive. Carefree is a little bit to the north, and the town of Cave Creek is a 10-minute drive. So great location. You're a little out here, but it's sort of more of a golf course resort. So keep that in mind when booking this hotel. So let's talk about the design and ambiance. So when you come through the security gate, you feel like you're in a different world. Even as you're driving here, you can tell the geography is changing a little bit, sort of bigger boulders and just sort of a different Southwestern feel come through. Very nice, very peaceful. Everything is done sort of in an Adobe style, you know, maybe 2-story buildings at the most. Very Southwestern motif, especially when you enter the room. Very light colors, beams, the wood burning fireplace. It just, you know, the Southwestern style sort of, you know, rugs and carpets and pillows and the artwork behind me. So well done on the design and ambience. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It just feels very, very comfortable and very, very homey. Let's talk about the bathroom. The bathroom was very spacious, so grateful for that. Really grateful they had a bathtub. So could it have been a little bigger bathtub? Sure. The shower was great. Great water pressure in the shower, not a problem. Double vanity sink, which I always love. One of the things that Arizona is known for is hard water buildup, and it gets in the pipes, and it makes it sort of hard to turn the faucets. And these were really hard to turn on the sinks. I really had a hard time to struggle to get the water to flow. So that was just one thing to be aware of. And also while I was in the tub, there were no amenities in the tub. If I had wanted to use some, I would have had to get out of the tub, go to the shower, use those and bring it back, or have brought my own. Couple things on it just to think about, but I did love that they had the toilet in a different room, great size walk-in closet, which did have robes and slippers. So very nice bathroom. Let's talk about the bed. Very nice night's sleep. That noise wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I did sleep with earplugs, so maybe that helped a little bit, and I can hear that noise now. I think that is the air conditioning unit, and sometimes it's really loud, but sometimes you just get used to it as white noise. But the bed, very spacious, comfortable, great blankets, great sheets, great pillows, so great night's sleep there. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. Let's talk about the staff. After I checked in, I did get a ride to my room, and by a young man named Josh, who was more than helpful. We had a great conversation. Funnily enough, we talked about cars, and just he exemplifies the staff here at the Boulders. Just very nice people. Go out of their way to help you. Always ask if you need anything, have any questions. So well done to the staff. I appreciate them. Talk about hotel amenities. So doing the wrap up, but I have not explored all the hotel amenities yet because the spa is right where you drive in, and that's a mile back. So I'm going to try to hit that and get some footage on my way out. So I can't comment on the spa or the gym yet, but the room is great. The sort of main lodge where you check in is wonderful. The pool behind that, the little walking areas around here are really nice. It is built around a golf course, and it is a working and active golf course. Saw some people while I was enjoying my cup of coffee on the patio this morning. They're out golfing already, beating the heat. Sort of a working hotel environment, but they seem to have all the amenities you could need. They have like a high-end dining room as well as sort of everything else in between. Let's talk dining options. So like I said, they have a very high-end bar where you can easily pay $40, $50, $60 for a main course, or they sort of have the bar where I think their entrees and shareables were probably in the high teens to the mid to high 20s in terms of price range. I got that pizza, which I thoroughly enjoyed. That was $26. Tax and tip out the door, it was $33. So a very expensive pizza in my book. So just beware if you're coming here. They sort of have you, unless you want to drive other places for dinner or breakfast or lunch, the prices here are going to be a little on the higher side. Big question is always, who is this hotel designed for and who's getting hustled, right? So this is definitely a tourist hotel designed for, I think, people who like to golf, people who don't want to be part of like the downtown Scottsdale crowd because it's so sort of far up and away, and the little towns around here are just sort of more cute and relaxing than Old Town Scottsdale. That's who I would say it was designed for. On this day, I'd say it's designed for me, a staycationer who lives in Phoenix and just wants to get away for a night. My deal was $229. So after seeing this, let me know. Do you think I hustled them? They hustled me? Was it a break-even deal? I do feel like I had the whole resort to myself, though. I did run into a few people, but mostly it's been very people and hardly saw anybody, so love that. If you were gonna stay here in February, I just looked up a 2-night stay and it's $739 a night. Ouch, but that is prime time, sort of Scottsdale, Phoenix rates, the dead of winter when it's freezing everywhere else in the country and people want to be here. If you're wondering how much the golf prices are in the summertime, they say they can, dip below 130 for 18 holes, and then sort of prime time, they can go anywhere from about $150 to $250 a round. So just keep that in mind if you are thinking of playing golf here. So let me know, would you pay that to stay at this hotel? Have you stayed at the Boulders? Drop it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you think got hustled on this staycation. Thank you for watching, and keep on hustling. Driving through the property, we passed beautiful private homes inside the gated community. The Boulders also offers private villas as part of a resort stay, making them a great option for families or larger groups. After a quick peek at the tennis courts, I made my way to the spa. The water feature at the entrance really adds charm to the place. Inside, it carried the same chic Southwestern motif that you found at the resort. The outdoor area of the spa is absolutely beautiful and very large, has its own pool and whirlpool area. They also have their own organic herb garden. Apparently that's all the rage at hotels these days, and the herbs grown here are used by the resort's culinary team. Next to the garden is a good-sized outdoor space with a couple of barbecue grills. I wasn't exactly sure who has access to this area, but it looked like a nice spot for a private gathering or spa event. Back inside, took a really quick look at the fitness room. They do ban cell phones, so didn't get too much footage. The spa also has its own cafe, which is open for 5 hours a day. Just down the hallway is the men's relaxation room, also very tastefully done. For an idea of the pricing, a 50-minute Desert Zen massage is $185. The 80-minute version is $270. Stone massage is at $275 for 75 minutes. And just like that, my time at the spa and my stay at the Boulders had come to an end. I love a double vanity sink. I just think it gives This summer I'm gonna do some staycation fest.
Stop recording. Stop.